Nick, every time I come up here, it's the same faces that you see. Your coaching staff really hasn't changed. How nice is it to have that same group of assistants and to have that type of dedication?
Yeah, it's great. This program would not be what it is without our assistants. They're just, they're great guys. Number one, love the kids, and know the game. And we as a coaching staff, we're the first ones here every day, last ones to leave. And it's without them, this program wouldn't be what it is.
Hunter Shuey got a lot of attention last year. Now at UNC Greensboro, what do you think of the pitching staff this season?
I think our pitching staff is very deep, a little bit inexperienced. We have some experience. We started a lot of sophomores last year in our lineup. We have a lot of arms that can get outs. They're just going to have to prove it in the game at this point.
What did you think of Bears' first performance against Fleetwood?
Was pretty good. I mean, that was a special one for game one of the year. March baseball game, 91 pitches, 66 strikes, 87 fastballs. That tells you a little bit about his location on Friday night, but his location was really good, and he was locked in and focused, ready to go.
You talked about the sophomores, and your double play combination is back there up the middle with Licklider and Bensinger. Talk about those two and the future that they have playing at second and short.
Yeah, I mean, not just at second and short. They both can pick it. They're really good athletes, really above average defenders. But they're also going to hit in the first inning for us, which is pretty special. So all around, having those guys as leaders and just defensively in the middle, we're confident in our pitching staff to get some weak contact and make the play.
Any players that maybe people around the county don't know of yet, maybe didn't get a lot of time last year, or maybe hit down in the order that you think could have a breakout type of season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got more than one guy that could have a breakout. We lost a couple guys last year, but Nate Gilbert behind the plate, extremely solid defensively. He's going to hit fourth for us. Hit fourth as a sophomore. Had some pretty good numbers. And, Tristan last year had a pretty good year, all division. Offensively led our team. Was pretty darn good on the mound. We just happened to have another guy that struck out 125 batters last year. But Tristan's definitely going to step up as he showed in game one. And, the offensive side of Tristan is kind of, yet to be seen, even though he led our team in hitting last year. I think there's a lot more in there.
Wyomissing obviously had a great season last year, won the division. We've talked about Berks Catholic, how young they were a year ago, having basically the whole team back again. Only year in and year out is very fundamentally sound. What are your thoughts on Division III this season?
I think Division III is very, very competitive. I think is the best way to put it. I don't think that any score I see come out of a division game will surprise me. Maybe the final score will, but I don't think that a win versus a loss from any team against each other will surprise me. I think every team in this division is capable of winning baseball games.
A lot of frontline starting pitching graduated. We talked about Hunter Shuey obviously here, but around the county, Holman, Merrimack, Blankenbiller at Ole Valley. A lot of good pitchers moved on. What are your thoughts on the county as a whole this season compared to last year?
I think last year the county had a lot of big arms. I still think there's some guys that didn't quite get some attention last year because of those big arms. I still think there's some big arms this year, and there's definitely some guys that can pitch, that can get outs, that may not light up the radar gun, but there's guys that can get outs in this county, and I think the county's in good shape right now in baseball.
The Oscars were this past weekend. I won't ask you about Will Smith and Chris Rock, but I would like to know, do you have a favorite sports movie? Doesn't have to be baseball, but it could be. But do you have a favorite sports movie that you like to watch?
Yeah, I would probably say Field of Dreams.
Okay. Any non-baseball related ones? Hoosiers? Remember the Titans?
Hoosiers, remember the Titans.
Yeah.
They're all good. I'm a fan of all of them.
What do you like to do? I mean, you're so involved with the high school team, the Legion team. So, I mean, you're doing baseball almost year round. What do you like to do outside of baseball, just to relax or have fun?
Just spend time with my wife and little girls. You know, we like to travel when we can, which is sometimes few and far in between based on sports. But you know, we like to travel and just spend time together as a family.
Your program has produced a lot of college players, and we talked about Hunter, obviously, but Division II, Division III level. I mean, you have guys everywhere. How much pride do you take in the fact that they're able to come through this program and then play at the next level?
Yeah, I think it says a lot for our program, you know, as far as them being prepared not only to be on the college team. You know, baseball is one of those sports that you find the right college, you can play. But for them to get into some of the programs they're at and get time as early as they're getting, I think it says a lot about our program and the work they put in and just their understanding and knowledge of the game and knowing what it takes to play at the college level.
Last thing, you played basketball here, coach basketball, Final Four's coming up. Give us a prediction. Who do you think's going to win it all?
My heart tells me it's got to be Villanova.
Even with the injury?
Even with the injury. I just think, you know, Jay Wright with a week to prepare, it's going to be tough to be beat.
Well, thanks for your time. As always, appreciate it, and good luck this season.
Thanks, Paul.